within their show, who is a better representation of the strongest? Jin-Woo, Isaac Netero, and Satoru Gojo.
I feel like it's between Gojo and Jin-Woo. I'm
Why
gonna
that?
say Jin-Woo.
Why is that?
The reason I'm saying Jin-Woo is two reasons. Well, in Gojo's sense, we've seen him. Well, he wasn't at his prime yet when he lost to what's dude's dad name?
Toji?
We seen him lose to Toji, and we've seen him get outsmarted and sealed by Geto. But when it comes to Jin-Woo, amongst the other people who are supposed to be the strongest people in his verse, he makes them look trash. And then not only does he make them look trash, he then goes and beats the people that were beating on them and turns them into his minion. OD. So I'm gonna just go with him.
Hey, man, that's solid. Carly, you thinking hard. What's going through your head?
It's like Kenny didn't say any lies for the first time. Kenny hasn't said no lies. But it's just hard to think. Because, yes, a young Gojo lost to Toji, but Toji was considered to be OD with no curse energy. Jin-Woo, before he got to this point, he did have his fumbles as well. Like, he didn't die, come back, and was just OD from the start. Like, he had to train to do that. And there's even some dungeons that he had to restart until he got to a point where he could go and, basically run through them. As versus Gojo, where just from when he was introduced, excluding the flashback with Toji, from when he was introduced, there was literally, no matter who it was, student, professor, no matter who it was known that nobody could fuck with him, like, at all. Yes, he was outsmarted, but even then, it's like, you feel like Gojo wouldn't have let himself get sealed up without. There has to be a reason that happened. It's like, he's so strong, you're questioning that. Nah, this is a setup on them. Like, I don't know. I feel, I wish I could go more in depth, but I can't. But I'm gonna just go with my pick is gonna be Gojo.
I was tempted to say Gojo simply based off of the Shibuya incident. Like, when Gojo fought Jogo, he like made him look terrible, but we saw what Jogo did to everybody else. But I'm still going with Jin-Woo.
Well, I mean, I like that it's a tie, so that means I'll be the tiebreaker. And I'm leaning more towards Carla's argument. And I feel like for many reasons. First of all, let me say, with Jin-Woo, this is why I'm not going with him. I don't think that so far, at least from either the anime or even what I've seen in the manga, because I'm not going to give no spoilers, I have just not seen him as the strongest. However, I've seen him rapidly grow to where that's like, it doesn't make sense. But like, whether it's in the anime with like we know the existence of like the national hunters, and we starting to get like a little bit of this lore of as far as like the hunters in the US and stuff like that. Like, you can tell that there is still like ceilings for him to climb. You feel me? Like, he just ran through the S rank right now. However, he's still not there. But with Gojo, I feel like you gotta go back to one moment, which is when Suguru Geto is turned into him. And the depression that Suguru has went through, what he knows about the society and everything, he just looks at him like ask him a question. And the question just seems kind of mundane when you're just watching the anime. But he asked him, he's like, are you the strongest because you are Satoru Gojo? Or are you Satoru Gojo because you're the strongest? And I'm just like watching, I'm just like, these niggas having a love quarrel or whatever. But that's where the answer lies. Because one, he has one of the most OP eyes in the whole series, and we just look at that as an attribute. But I feel like the reason why the author planted that question there, and I don't want to give you a spoiler, but like, he answers it, and that just kind of, I feel like, in my opinion, me and Malik, we had a debate, how it goes with Sukuna and Gojo or whatever. But I feel like that those circumstances in the manga later on solidified that he's the strongest. But already when you're looking at it now, like we've said, with what Kenny said about Jogo, 2 times. First, when we first met Jogo season 1, like we thought that nigga's he's okay. But then later on they're like, nah, this is the strongest curse. And you're just like, what? But his hair was torn, all that. No. And then the whole plot, as far as like any moves that the villains are making, that's who you think about first. Satoru Gojo. Satoru Gojo is the reason that even these curses today here are growing so strong. It's because of him. As soon as he was born, the world was like, we gotta even it out. This nigga's too strong over here. Let's start making curses that are stronger.
That's what I'm saying. Like even when he was a kid, niggas took a look. Niggas were not fucking with him. Like not at all. Like Toji is the only one, and that's because that nigga was finna get paid. Like,
and no, I actually have an answer for you because that was gonna be my last point. The reason why I feel like I'm not even holding Toji, like him losing to Toji, as that big of a deal, outside of the fact that he didn't awaken the infinity, he didn't really understand it, like reverse curse technique and everything. He didn't have that epiphany. As a kid, being so strong, nobody in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen has ever been able to see Toji. Like, if that nigga is talking to you, you don't see him. What's that what Toji do? Turn around, look at him. And he's like, what the fuck? How the fuck this kid? From that point on, until the point they fought, he been thinking about it, calculating. And then, even when it was something action, I'm not jumping in. Like, the people that paid the money is like, yo, you supposed to be OP, go fight that nigga. He's like, nah. I'm paying other niggas to tire this nigga out. And then when it's perfect, that's when I'll pop in. So that's why I gotta go Gojo.
Join our Discord server now and dive into a space where we talk everything. Sports, anime, music, entertainment. We cover it all. And trust us, it gets hectic in there. Got questions, hot takes, theories? Bring them! Share your ideas, thoughts, and be part of the conversation. And hey, if we feature anything you drop in our videos, we'll be sure to shout you out. Our community is growing fast, so don't wait. Tap in now, leave your mark, and enjoy the fun before it gets packed. Share this with your grandma.